What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, successors? Welcome to another episode of Speak Your Success in the Morning. I'm your host, Jonathan Jones. Today is Monday, January 26th, 2026. And man, glad that you all are here with us this morning. All right. So we can't kick this show off, can't get this show moving and grooving without bringing out a co-host. Come on out, producer Britt, talk to the people. How you feeling this morning? How you
Hey,
doing?
hey, hey, how you doing? Good morning. Happy Monday.
Yeah, happy Monday. Happy Monday. It's cold outside, Brie. It's real cold
Yeah, I
outside.
know. I know it's real cold
Ice
outside.
froze, black
Mm-hmm.
ice.
Mm-hmm.
The grant. Did you see that video of that 18-wheeler just vroom, and then that thing
Mm-mm.
just thing was ice
I
skating
don't
and
know.
then
I have
tipped
not been
over.
looking at the news.
Uh,
I've been enjoying
oh,
my
that girl off the
vacation.
grid.
Yeah.
Oh. That girl said I've been enjoying my vacation. Oh man, what? Okay, well, what you been doing inside? Like what you doing over there?
Well,
Just catching
first
up
and
on your show?
foremost, Jonathan, happy birthday. Duh, your birthday was yesterday.
My birthday. Yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah,
Applause for
yeah.
Jonathan. You know what I'm saying? Make some
Birthday.
noise. So
Okay,
what'd you do
kazoo.
yesterday?
Yeah, we did it real big and we stayed inside. Yeah, we
Any
stayed
special
inside.
meal? Anything?
Um,
You do anything? You reflect? Do you happen to be
y-
40? What's going
yeah,
on?
yeah. Wow, you're crazy with this 40 conversation.
Just
That's
kidding.
first and foremost.
Happy to be
But
38? What's going
yeah,
on?
yeah, yeah, yeah. So we reflected. We had a lot of time to reflect.
I bet.
But
I was
just
like,
sitting
you.
there chilling, and we did some yoga, did a little yoga activity. We
Oh.
stretched with the boy. Yeah, you when you got kids inside, you gotta keep them active. You gotta give them
Okay.
something to
I didn't
do,
know you
Britt.
did yoga, but okay.
I mean, here and there, it's been a while. I mean, I used to do it real active, but yeah, it's been a while. So
Okay.
did a
You be
little
doing the
yoga yesterday.
mantras and everything?
No, I don't do the mantra. You know I don't do the mantras.
So what do you do then?
What you mean? I do the stretches. I don't need to say all that
So
other
you
stuff.
stretching.
Yeah, I'm stretching.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
not
it's
yoga, you
yoga.
just stretching.
No, it's still yoga because I'm
Oh,
still
okay.
going through downward dog, cat cow. You know what I'm
Stretches.
saying? Yeah,
Hmm.
child's pose. We in there. You know, we've been
Okay,
in there.
yogis.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah, we kicked it inside and just continue to look outside and look at the white. I want to call it the white Christmas, but yeah, it was a white birthday. Yeah, it was a real white
Oh,
birthday.
okay. Well, kudos to
Yeah,
you. So
yeah,
what'd you eat
yeah,
for
yeah,
dinner?
yeah. Last night we had your classic winter meal. We had some chili,
Hmm.
and it was chili with the beans and
Mm-hmm.
everything like that with a little bit of cheese. And we tried in the chili, we tried peanut butter just to see what it would taste like. Since Mr. Dean was like, "Yeah, you put the peanut butter in the chili," and I was like,
I never heard that.
"Uh." Never have I either. But after, we put it, Gabby made me a bowl. She said on the right side, it's the part with the peanut butter in it. And on the left side, it's normal chili. So I tried it and I was like, okay, it's interesting. She said, interesting, like it's good, or interesting, like what?
That's not
I
like, what
said,
does that even taste like?
I mean, it's like tangy. It's interesting. Like I did it once and I don't need to do it again. That's what it was like for me. So
Mm,
yeah,
okay.
that's what we did on this side. What'd you have for dinner last night?
I had steak. I had steak and arugula. The lady at the grocery store forgot to put my red potatoes in there. I was gonna chop them up and have some potatoes. It was gonna be so good. But yeah, I just had steak and
Mm,
arugula, and then
okay.
I wanted a little snack since I'm on vacation. So I had some edamame last night, and
Come on, edamame.
yeah,
Come
yeah,
on
yeah.
through here.
So
But
that was that. What's up?
well, no. I was gonna say because you said red potatoes. When I went to the store, I'm
Hmm.
not sure if it was Thursday or Friday. Bread, them potatoes was looking real scarce. I'm talking about they
I mean, the
clear. Of course,
grocery
they
store was
cleared
looking
out.
real scarce.
I mean, it didn't look that bad when I was there, but it said like there were
Oh,
certain areas, like the milk, like the gallons of milk, that
oh, of
whole
course.
area, you see
Mm-hmm.
nothing but space. I'm like, oh
Right.
wow. But the almond milk, the oat milk, people ain't mess with. I say, okay, cool. That's what I'm here for. I'm here for the almond milk. I'm here for the almond milk.
Uh-huh.
So, we elevated our palate. But when I went over there to the potato section,
Yeah.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Them little red
Mm.
potato, all they had was sweet potatoes. I was like,
And I would have
but
been
that's
okay
not
with
what I'm
that.
trying to
But
do.
I bought little, the little bag, little red potatoes. That's what I bought.
Yeah.
And she forgot to
That
put
little
them
bag
muds
is sad.
in my. You said what?
I said that little bag, like the little bags was looking sad. I saw two of them. I saw
It was a
one
lot.
of
It was
the
a lot where I was. I was at
oh.
Tom Thumb right here off Live Oak, and it was like we had
Um,
stuff inside of the store, and I was like, okay, I want a bag of
mm.
potatoes. Checked out. Actually, this is what happened. I'll tell you a quick story. So I put
Uh-oh,
my
here we go.
stuff. The
Story
girl
time.
put her stuff on the belt, and then I was dividing mine, and then I put my stuff on the belt. So you know how the belt is supposed to stop automatically. I don't know if you know that. There's no button. It just stops automatically. But because it was everybody going out to buy all the groceries, who could buy all the groceries first, since it was a race, they didn't have no cashiers. So they had the stock people doing the cashiers. So she didn't know how to stop the belt. The girl in front of me, she bought a baking sheet, and so the baking sheet was too long for the belt. She didn't put it
Mm,
vertical. She put it horizontal. So since she put it
mm.
horizontal, the belt kept reading, I'm going, I'm
Kept
going,
on
I'm going, I'm
rolling.
going, I'm going.
Yeah,
Which
keep on
means,
running.
Jonathan, my groceries were running into her groceries. And who knows? She got some of my cat food. She got
Uh,
some of my produce. And then I'm
okay.
pretty sure she got my potatoes because I like we separated. We did our best to like separate it, and then it just kept happening, Jonathan. It was
Mm.
horrible. I should have put my phone out and recorded because it was one of those things that it just wouldn't stop. It wouldn't stop. And the girl was like,
That's
she
the
was like, I
worst.
don't know. She was like, I don't know what to do. I'm a stock person, and I was like,
Um,
oh my gosh. And so
no,
I
baby.
figured it out. The me and the bagger, he was like, it's her pan. So we let the girl pan up, and it stopped. But I mean, she was freaking out, and she
Oh
honestly did
God.
not care either. She was like, I'm just trying to get these groceries, in scan, scan, scan,
Oh
scan, scan.
God.
So yeah,
That's
that's how I
funny.
lost my potatoes. I got my
Mm,
receipt. It's on my
mm.
receipt. Don't know who they gave it to, but when all this melts, I'm going to get my potatoes.
Well, yeah. Tom, they are always gonna give you stuff,
I
so
mean,
that's
any
fine.
grocery store, it don't matter.
I mean,
Go get your
yeah.
food. If
As
you
they
don't like your
should.
food, take your food back. Okay, just like you don't like your clothes, take your clothes back. You could do that at the grocery store.
Crazy. That's
Okay,
crazy that's a thing. For
they
me,
have
like I told you
damage
before,
department just like everybody else.
I know they do, but still, I'd be like, bring back, like bring back
Bacon,
meat,
bring back
bring, bring
meat,
back
bring back whatever you
bring
need to
back
bring back.
vegetable. Like
Bring it
it just
back.
never settled with me. I was like, that's a thing. But when I went in there with that hunt, I was like, hey, look, the container. I was like, I didn't do it. It's busted. Like, what's up? Like, oh yeah, leave it here to go.
You don't
Do I
even
need
have
to
to say
do I
that.
need
You
to
don't have to
exchange it?
incriminate
She's like, no,
yourself.
just go get it. No, ain't no
No.
incrimination. I didn't
You
break
did.
it.
You
The
said, I
thing was,
didn't do it. I didn't do it. You could just say,
I'm just
hey,
saying. I just wanted
this
to be
honey is
clear.
busted. They don't care.
I just wanted to be clear. They
It's
don't.
on the back of the receipt. It's on the back of the receipt or the front of the receipt. You can
I
go get your money back,
mean,
exchange,
this
whatever.
is
It's part of the
true.
policy.
This is true.
Yeah.
But
That's right.
wait, there are some of those okay, I didn't mean to get off track, but I'm going to for a second. But there
That's
are
fine.
some people that really like when you say they don't care, like they really don't care. But then there are some people that care too much. So story time for me. Went into Walmart, had to just return some diapers, right? I'm like, hey, these diapers too big. We got them at a baby shower, whatever. One lady's like, nope, we you got the receipt? I was like, no. She's like, we can't do the return. You got to do an equal swap. And I was like, I'm looking at this line behind me in returns. I'm like, I'm not about to do this. So I leave that Walmart, right? We're like
Mm-hmm.
too busy for the day. Pop up at another Walmart. I'm like, hey, can you just, just take these diapers? I want to swap them out. Lady's like, nah, no equal swap. But I can't give you a refund. I'm like, why didn't the other lady just say that? Just give me the refund on the gift card. Like, what are you think I'm about to
Why you
try to
didn't ask
start?
what your options were?
No, the other lady was like, no, she didn't give me no options. The option was you got to do an equal swap.
But what
In the
you just said you were swapping them.
But no. The lady was trying to make me swap them. She was trying to make me swap them. I didn't want to go back there and get back in the line again. That was my thing. I didn't want to get back and get in the
You be
line,
doing the
Britt.
store wrong. All you gotta
That
say is when I come back up here, I'm coming right in line and I'm swap these out. Okay.
do the store wrong. It's crazy. Well,
Yeah,
long
do the
story
store
short, I got
wrong.
my gift card. I got my gift card from one lady, so I wasn't tripping on that. So
Okay.
yeah, got the
Yeah.
little gift card.
My
Your
mother,
gift
my
card.
mother taught me how to work the store. Okay, they're there to
Oh
help
wow.
you. Okay,
It's supposed to
not
be.
for
Yeah.
you to. Yeah, yeah.
It's supposed to
You
be.
at work,
Okay.
I come into the store. You gonna do your job. I
Freight
guarantee.
train coming. Freight
I
freight
guarantee.
train
I
coming. Okay.
guarantee it. I guarantee
Freight
it.
train
And then,
coming.
here's another thing, really quick, Jonathan. Tom Thumb got
Hmm.
the registers open, right? And we got the self checkout too.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
The registers are open. People are open. Everybody is so brainwashed.
Self
The
checkout.
the self checkout line is so long, and I was like, "What are y'all doing?" I mean, people with like one thing in their hand, two things in their hand, lanes open. And I'm like,
Mm.
"Are y'all slow? Y'all are slow."
I mean, people just don't want to. I guess it's just the thing now. You just don't want to.
You rather wait in line for 7 to 10
You
minutes when
don't
you can
want to
just
talk
go
to
right
people.
here and wait 3 minutes, two
They on
minutes.
they phone. They not looking. Cause I
So
be in the line.
you
People
don't
just
have
be
to sit there and engage. You can just say
people.
hi and keep going.
Nah,
That's
people
what's
just don't want to
wrong.
talk.
You
They
need
don't want to talk to
people.
people. They don't want
We
to look at
need each
people.
other, y'all. It's okay. It's gonna be all right. Talk to
Well,
each other.
after these 3-4 days in the snow, we're not gonna know how to talk to each other again. So they're gonna reset as a
Oh
community.
gosh.
We're gonna
Is
read
that how
people
you
going.
feel?
I don't know. No, how I feel is the might
Are
as
you
well
a
throw
self
this whole.
checkouter?
I will go and self checkout, but if I look over and I see a line open, I'm going to the line. I'm going to the. I'm honestly looking to see if somebody else opens up a line to divert some of the extended line. I'm like, oh, she opened up. Let me get in there. That's what I be on. I be trying to be the first one. I'm like, looking, I'm surveying. I'm
Yeah.
like, where they at? Where they at?
Mm,
But yeah, what I feel is the whole week should just go ahead and get thrown away. Because once we go back to work on a Wednesday,
Oh
ain't
wow.
no everybody gonna be confused.
Speaking about
But I'm like,
work.
what are we doing? Like, what happens? How do we start? We'll just start over on Sunday. Yeah,
You
we'll just
think
roll
so,
into a
huh?
new week. No, no, no. I mean, I would like to, but that's not
Wishful
gonna
thinking.
that's not gonna happen. That's like a multi-million-dollar decision. That is not gonna happen.
Well, it's happening. It's gonna
I
some gonna
mean,
happen.
with the next couple of days, but yeah, not. Oh yeah, no Wednesday, no Thursday. Well, it's actually just 2 days.
It's just 2 days. It's just 2 days.
But here's the thing. I don't want it to
That
roll
school
into
canceled,
that.
that church
I
canceled.
don't want to. I don't want to roll into that and then like, all right, well, we're gonna make up these 2 days. So y'all gonna
This
work
ain't
on.
school. We ain't
So
gotta make up
y'all,
no work days. What's wrong
eh,
with you? Those
hey,
are for kids.
the powers that be. Hey,
Jonathan, you
I'm
can't
leaving
make
it
up work
there.
days. We're not doing that. The day is over. It's gone.
Mm.
Okay? I ain't
Are we
clocked
still getting
in.
paid? Are we still getting paid though?
Yeah. They can't keep pay away from you because it's Dallas. I mean, because it's Dallas. They can't keep pay away with you because it's ice outside.
Okay.
Why
Okay.
you
We'll see.
got intel? Say something. What you
No, I
know?
don't got into. I don't know nothing. I'm asking. I'm
Oh,
just asking the question. I don't know nothing.
nah, they ain't gonna.
I just
Cause
know it's
this
payday this
happened.
week. It's payday this week. That's what I do know. Okay. So
Jonathan, you're gonna get your full check. I promise you. I
I
promise
hope
you.
so. I'm just
You
saying.
will. You will
Okay.
because you ain't even working. This check ain't even for this. So you're a salary
Well, that
worker.
is true
You're gonna
too.
be
Yes.
okay.
Yeah. We'll know
Everything's
2 weeks
fine.
later. We'll know 2 weeks later if something didn't
You
clear.
really think that's gonna happen? You know that's
No,
not
I
gonna
don't.
happen,
I
right?
don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
You do know this has happened before. We've missed days at work
Not
before.
not 2 days straight.
So what? Are you
Okay,
trying to
Brittany,
play like
come on.
devil advocate? That's I'm like,
I'm not
why
trying.
are you
I'm
saying
not trying
that?
to play devil's advocate.
It's the
It's
fact
just.
that
It's just.
I don't know. Okay, let's move on.
Yeah. It's just. I'm not 100. Only thing.
Yeah.
It's just not 100% sure. So, man, y'all, we're gonna transition to straight from the source. In these past few days, my son has been on me. These past few days, of course, he's been on David and Goliath, right? David and Goliath. We know David goes toe to toe with the giant, the 9-foot giant. But he's been switching it up on me lately. He's been saying, "Well, Dad, I want Daniel in the lion's den. I want Daniel in the lion's den." So I said, all right, well, if he want Daniel's in the lion's den, Lord, I guess I'm gonna read Daniel in the lion's den to him. Not just Daniel the tiger, because that's another story for another day. But y'all, so look, so we're gonna go ahead and talk a little bit about Daniel in the lion's den. And one of the things I'll just summarize the story a little bit and then read the text. But one of the things that was really dope about reading this story is that there's an executive order that gets put out by the king, right? And he says you can't praise and you can't worship no other gods but me. Okay. For the next 30 days, we putting out this executive order. And it sounds kind of familiar with the executive orders getting put out and telling people what they can and can't do right now in 2026. However, right, Daniel was told this, but then he opens up his window and then he just begins to pray to his God, the God of heaven, the God of earth, the Father, right? And then as he begins to do that, some of the king's men hear Daniel, like, whoa, 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 whoa. What you doing, brother? Like, what you got going on? You ain't supposed to be doing that. And then they do what? They run to the king. And they say, King, uh, didn't you say that nobody's supposed to be praying to anybody else but you? Because we found somebody, and his name is Daniel, and he's been praying to a different God. So I just wanted to let you know. And then seeing that, the king had him grabbed. They had him tossed into the lion's den, where we know he's down there with lions. And y'all know lions are not vegans. Lions are not vegetarians. Lions are carnivores. So they like to eat protein. They like to eat beef. Okay. So we would think that Daniel would get devoured. Anyway, let's get to the text. So after Daniel was in the lion's den, the text says that the angel of the Lord put a stone over the lions' mouths, and this is the end result, y'all. In verse 20, so Daniel chapter 6, verse 20, the text reads, and when he had come near the den to Daniel, this is the king that they're talking about. When he had come near to the den of Daniel, he cried out with a troubled voice. The king began speaking and said to Daniel, Daniel, servant of the living God, has your God come? Has your God, whom you continually serve, been able to rescue you from the lions? Then Daniel spoke to the king, O king, live forever. And when I read this text, I was like, is Daniel being sarcastic? Or like what's like what's happening with the king shouting out to him? And also the Bible goes on, lets us know that the night before the king couldn't sleep, the king couldn't eat, the king had like he was unsettled in his stomach. And the reason why is because he knew that what he had did was wrong by tossing Daniel in the lion's den, and he was fearful because he knew Daniel did nothing wrong. But there's a few things that we can really pull from the text here, and there's some things that really come revealed to the forefront. And the first thing is like Daniel's faithfulness and Daniel's loyalty to God. Like really imagine that. Like if somebody pulled up on you and they were like, you say you believe God, but based on your answer will determine if they put you in harm's way or they put you in a dangerous or in a precautious situation. Like, would you still stand on business and would you still say, I still believe the living God? It doesn't matter what you're going to do to me, right? And then even him being that loyal, but the other part is his faith was truly activated. A lot of times we talk about having faith, living with faith, operating with faith, but what really happens when the faith becomes the action that we have to take, right? What really happens? Like, are you willing to lean into God that much to where you're saying, God got me. God's going to deliver me from the lions. God's going to deliver me from these bills. God's going to deliver me from my student loans. God's going to deliver me from these taxes. But even if he doesn't, he's still God. Even if he doesn't, I'm still going to remain to be faithful. Y'all, this is wild, right? This is why. And then the other part that I want to just break down is just the like the relationship aspect. Right? I know everybody tapping in. I know at some point in time you have been in some form of relationship. Or let's say you was in that puppy love stage, right? That puppy love phase. And you know, you're texting somebody or you're always on the phone, you always want to see them. But then the days are that time that you don't get to see that person, you don't get to interact with that person, you don't get to engage with that person. You feel like you're missing something. You feel like your relationship is not aligned, right? For Daniel, he was saying that his relationship with God was so aligned, and his relationship with God was so necessary that he still had to go and he still had to stand up and still had to pray. He said, he said, I can't operate without God. So I'm gonna make sure I lock in and get this prayer time in. Lord, I can't be without you. I can't move forward without you. I can't breathe without you. So he still prayed, even in the midst of danger, even in the midst of the lion's den. So today, as you're thinking, and today you're reflecting over your life, just ask yourself, and really take some time. Like, would you be willing to lean into your relationship with God, even if it's going to cost you something, even if it's going to cost you some friendships, even if it's going to cost you something to where you might get talked about by people, right? People might want to discourage you or whatever it might be. So, family, hold that near and dear to your heart today. That was straight from the source. I hope you all enjoyed it today. We came from the book of Daniel, chapter 6, verse 20, talking about the story of Daniel in the lion's den and how he was delivered, even the midst of the king trying to take him out. Family, go ahead and make sure you subscribe so that you never miss any of our content right here on our channel, Speak Your Success Media. And now we're going to get ready to transition. Producer Britt.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
Daniel and the Lions Den. I know you heard that story as a kid, right? I know you had to.
Yeah, I grew up in church.
Oh, yeah. Well, you still grow up in church now because you still grown? I would.
Hey, the Lord is still working on me every day. I'm still growing up in church. Yeah, I'm still growing up.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh
for sure.
man. Okay.
For sure, for
Right
sure,
on.
for
Right
sure.
on. I'm with it.
Okay, so I got a couple stories for you, man.
Oh, talk to me. Talk to me.
All right, all right. Okay, so we're gonna start off with we got TikTok.
Mm.
TikTok was down yesterday for a
Oh
little
man.
bit. They
Put
said
the people in
TikTok
the
was
fridge.
down for a little bit. Let me get my stuff. Let me get it going.
Oh, there we go. There you go, right there. I see TikTok
Okay,
up
that's what
now.
I'm
Yeah, it's
talking
up
about. You know
now.
what I'm saying?
It's up now. It was down yesterday. It's up now. Okay.
Yeah, okay. So, okay, here we go. So, thousands of TikTok users reported problems with the app on Sunday morning, Jonathan, with videos
Mm.
failing to load. The outage was peaked overnight with over $35,000. I mean, 35,000 reports comes days after the finalization of the deal created for US to finally own TikTok, because US
Mm.
owns TikTok now.
That's right.
Well, they own a piece of it. And I was gonna read that story and get into the nitty-gritty, but I decided not to. But I just think it's kind of funny how, once it goes into American ownership, now there's problems. Now there's things
Mm.
pop. Did you get a little thing that popped up on your app when you opened it one day?
Oh, the new terms, in the.
Yeah.
I did see that. I did see
Okay.
that. Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So I don't know, TikTok. Y'all ain't starting off strong right now. I tell you that. I
Yee.
tell you
Okay.
that. Yeah. Okay. Let me get into my.
TikTok, click clack.
I'm bouncing around. Have you been on TikTok lately, Jonathan?
I've been on TikTok. I've been on TikTok.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. I bet the people been ticking and talking. Okay, they've been engaging with the content that we've been putting out. The people like the games. I told you when we put out
Really?
the games. Yeah, and I'm
Okay.
still seeing some of those.
Uh-huh.
Some of those, what you call it? Those I used to be a hell of an athlete posts. So
Oh, really?
those are still up and down my algorithm. Yes.
That is crazy. Okay, so if you don't know, you have to have a real ID. For real begins
Hmm.
February 1st, 2026. So starting February 1st, 2026, travelers without a real ID or acceptable ID can pay a $45 fee for the TSA confirm ID option. Okay, this option
Hmm.
allows them to fly but may result in additional screening and potential delays. Okay,
Wow.
so you have your ID, your real ID, your
Hmm.
passport. Those
Okay.
are some acceptable identifications, along with you have your U.S. your U.S. postcard, and then you also have. Oh, let me know if you've ever heard of some of these identifications, Jonathan. You have the permanent resident card, the border
Mm.
crossing card,
Mm.
the foreign government issued passport, the there's a Canadian's driver's license or an Indian or North Affairs Canadian card.
Oh,
Have you
wow.
heard of any of this?
Never have I ever.
I've
Okay.
never heard of
This
any
is all
some
new.
of this yeah, some of these identifications. Also, I don't know if you know, but some airports allow TSA to go digital. So TSA is also accepting the following digital identifications as part of its ongoing testing efforts to strengthen identity security. So there's an Apple digital ID. There's Clear
Mm.
ID. You know,
Yeah,
Clear is
yeah,
the one
yeah.
that's already. Do you do Clear? Do you do that?
Nah, I don't do clear.
You
I
never
get to the
tried it?
airport early enough.
Oh,
Nah,
okay.
I never did, but they try to sell me. Sir,
Of
can I talk to you for a
course.
second?
Of
No, no, you
course.
can't. I
Can you
gotta go.
scan your face, please?
Nah,
And then
late
you got
already.
Google ID Pass. So those are the three digital forms of ID.
Mm,
Depending on what airport you're in, they will take that identification. So
mm,
February 1st, y'all, February 1st, please make sure you get your real ID or you will pay $45. Now,
mm,
if you do not have your real ID, and if you say, oh my gosh, I don't have it, I remember listening to producer Britt, what can I do? You can go to the TSA, you can go to the website, and then it'll take you find your way to the confirm ID section, and you can
mm.
do this process before you get to the airport. So you don't have to wait till you
Nice,
get to the
nice.
airport. You can do it
Okay.
before you get there. Okay. So moving right along. All right. Moving right along when it comes to when it comes
Uh-oh.
to things, well, I did want to do that like that. Yeah. When it comes to payments, okay, Jonathan, I know you saw this. I know you saw this, Coach Prime.
Mm. Oh, man, I was gonna send this to you. Okay, we locked in.
Yeah.
We
Okay.
locked in. Okay.
So Coach Prime, which I love this, by the way. I love this. I know TikTok's gonna be like, why do you want to take the money away from the kids, Brittany? Why would
They
you that?
got they got
Anyway,
crazy
so
money. They
Coach
got
Deion
crazy
Sanders
money.
has implemented a fine system for the
Mhm.
Colorado players, deducting
Yeah.
from their NIL money for attendance violations and misconduct. The fines range from $400 for being late to meetings to $5,000 for
Mm.
public misconduct. Okay.
Yeah.
This comes as Colorado welcomes 41 new players this year, Jonathan,
Mm.
to the program.
Yeah.
So just a little quote of what Dion said. He said, he's supposed to have 100 men. He said he don't have 100 men right now. So this is his
Mm.
way of yeah. He said he's all about the process. He said, I don't care about the results. I'm not a fan of the results. He said, I'm all about the process. So let's take a look at the price of some of these fines. Okay, because
Man.
this is kind of crazy. La la la.
Yeah, them prices are serious though.
You think
Them prices.
so?
I seen it, but I also think it is necessary though. Like it really is
I think
necessary.
it's necessary. Okay, so if you're late to a meeting or film session, $400. No show meeting or film session, $2,000. Late to strength and conditioning, $1,000. No
Mm.
show to strength and no show. Okay, so there's late and then there's no show. Okay, so you got
Mhm.
no show strength and conditioning, $1,500.
Mm.
Late to treatment, $1,000. No show to treatment, $1,500. In
Woo.
addition, Colorado players could be fined for $2,500 for a violation of team rules and could be fined up to $5,000 for public/social media conduct based
Mm.
on the severity. Okay, what you think about that,
Mm.
Jonathan? What you think?
I think he gonna get some men. He gonna get some men, and he gonna lose a lot of boys. Cause like the thing that's happening in college sports, like yeah, they're getting a
Uh huh.
lot of bread, and you're giving a lot of bread to kids or to
Mhm.
young men who
Mhm.
aren't fully matured. So this is gonna be the time and the space to where the men are gonna get separated from the boys. And I even saw another clip to where Coach Prime was like, "Y'all need to stop wearing other teams' gear and other teams' apparel here." Because
Mhm.
think about it, like these are people you want to leave the team that you was at. Why are you still trying to rep them and wear their gear and stuff like that? So,
Right.
I mean, I think this is good. I think it's something
Good.
that needs to happen. And also shout out to one of my new followers, brother McCormick.
Uh huh.
He's the kicker. He's the new kicker for
For
Colorado for
okay.
Buffalo. So yeah, shout out to him. Brother transferred from Grambling,
Uh
and
huh.
he got his own theme song. They say dun 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 dun.
All right. Well, let's just make sure he's on
Yeah.
time to practice, okay? Let's make sure he's there.
Okay.
Make sure
Yeah.
you
Make
get
sure you're
there,
there.
okay? You got things
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
do.
Yeah. Get
Okay.
there.
So
Get
this
there.
one might look a little funky. Okay. So speaking of payments and things, going downhill here. So
Oh.
the Jordan, so Zion Williamson, poor Zion,
Mm,
he was supposed to be what he was supposed to be. So
mm.
Jordan Brand in Zion Williamson's signature sneaker line, Jonathan. Okay.
Ah,
So has ended the release of the Jordan Zion 4, which was
mm.
released back in 2024. Okay, so that was the last time that they did that.
Okay.
Despite his initial success and his lucrative contract, injuries and lack of resistance with fans led to the decision to discontinue the sneaker line.
Mm, 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 mm.
What you think?
I mean, at the end of the day, it's business, and if you're not performing, then you can't be mad. But it just sucks. But
It
that's
does.
business.
It does.
That's
Because he was
business,
supposed to
though.
come out. Everybody, okay. And so, with that being said, so Zion, he was signed to one of the largest rookie contracts in
Mm,
footwear history. So, Williams signed a 7-year, $75 million sneaker deal with Jordan Brand in 2019. And, yeah, however, those injuries, promising
yeah.
career,
Mhm.
the signature shoe did not resonate with the Hoopers. That's what they're saying.
Ooh, but a lot of them Team Jordans don't though. People can't be surprised when anytime people came in to finish
Mm-hmm.
line asking me for the mellows, I'm
Mm.
like, why are y'all looking for those? No, we don't have those.
Why?
So
What's wrong with the team? What's wrong with those?
I don't know. They're Team Jordans.
Is
What you
that like
mean?
somebody
They're
looking for
not
Lucas?
retros. Yeah, like their
But it's
signature
their shoe
shoes.
though. It's their
I
shoe.
mean, it's their shoe, but it's not a retro. And then you want
Does
more
every Jordan
for
have to be a retro? It's just Jordan the brand. I thought.
man. Ask the people. No, the
Ain't
Jordan
nobody out there
brand.
wearing Lucas or these Zions.
I ain't never seen nobody wear no Zions. The shoes I done seen the kids wear have been Ja Morant's, have been Kevin
John
Durant's.
Moran, he with
Uh,
Jordan, ain't he?
nah, Ja Morant ain't with Jordan.
Oh,
Ja Morant with Nike. But I mean, they're
that
separate. But nah,
really?
they're separate. They're
I promise
separate.
you, they not.
Boy got a big old check. Nah, they separate. But
They
what's
not
it called?
separate.
Yeah, I mean, you see
Okay.
the kids wearing the Ja Morant, see the kids wearing KDs. Now they wearing AEs, but they ain't wearing those EWs. You understand
They
me? I
man, they
haven't.
right
I have never. I don't even
now.
know what a Zion. I don't even know what the Zion Williamson fours look like. I don't know what that looks like. I don't know.
Well, other
You
than
don't know what they look like
Jonathan,
either.
I didn't know what they looked like till I found a story on Sports Illustrated. So,
Exactly.
so, if you are a fan of Zion Williams and you still want a pair of Jordan Zion 4s, you can do that. They have a lot of different colors out there, okay? Because now they're discounted and there used to be 145.
Oh,
Now they're what?
now they're
Stop making me
discounted.
laugh, Jonathan.
Now they're
Stop.
discounted for the Zion Williamson
That's what the
fours.
article said.
The
The article
Zion
said that they were
Williamson
on
fours.
sale. Okay, so the
Oh.
shoe launched for a retail price of $145. Now they've been marked down 33%. Okay,
Mm.
$97. You can get them for $100. Support
Oh.
Zion. Okay, y'all go out there and buy that man a shoe.
They trying to give the shoes away. People still don't want them. That's
This could be
crazy.
your backup shoe.
Hey man,
That could be your backup shoe.
if y'all rocking with these Zion Williamson fours, let us know in the chat because I need to know where the Zion Army at because I ain't seen them. I ain't
Where the
seen
Zion Army at is
where
crazy.
they at because he gonna need
Oh
them to band
man.
together. He gonna need them to support. He gonna need them to show up and support. He gonna
I
need it.
agree. I
He gonna
agree.
need it. Mm.
Okay, so okay. So along with Zion, moving right along. So the graduates,
Mm.
Jonathan, Duke, Georgetown, these top performing schools, they said we're struggling. We're struggling
Mm.
to do anything right now. So
Mm.
NBA graduates from top schools like Duke and Georgetown are struggling to find jobs with considering pay cuts after months of
Wow.
searches in a difficult market. Companies are
Mm.
scrutinizing hires. Here you go. Due to AI implications and economic uncertainty. Economic uncertainty.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. What you think about
Mm.
that?
Wait. So it's AI and what
No,
what
it's
that's
just
causing
it's
the
the point is that they can't find jobs. They've been searching for jobs for 3 6 months after college, and they can't find anything. These are top performing schools. So this year,
Mhm.
The Duke Fuqua School of Business, 21%
Mm.
of MBA, yeah, MBA graduates are still looking 3 months after graduation last summer. And at Michigan's Ross School, another top performing school, 15%
Yeah.
remain out on the hunt. Now, these rates
Man.
are significantly higher in 2019 when Duke was just at 5% and Michigan was at 4%. So it was easier to find a job, obviously, in 2019. Now
Mm.
they can't find nothing. Now
Mm.
they're saying that the companies they dragging a pinky toe because we don't know what AI gonna do and we don't know what the market is gonna do. So I don't know if I should hire you.
Ooh, hiring freeze.
I
Ooh.
feel like it's a hiring freeze on
Man.
the world right now, Jonathan.
Man. So what do you do in a hiring freeze, Britt? You gotta
What do you
enhance
do?
yourself. You gotta
Okay, what do we
enhance
do?
what
Give us
you're
some quick
doing.
tips.
Man, say you
Come
got to
on,
start reading
LinkedIn.
it. So now, well, yeah, of course. I mean, you got to definitely leverage LinkedIn and see who are some people that you have been connected to over the years, and
Hmm.
maybe y'all haven't talked. See what they got going on, especially if they're in the field that you have an interest in, or that's a field that y'all are in. So you got to tap into your network for one. But then the other thing, well, speaking of LinkedIn, hello,
Hello.
LinkedIn has LinkedIn Learning. So they have
Ah,
courses all within the platform to where you can learn about anything, Britt. Learn about AI, you can learn about podcasting, you can learn
yeah,
about networking,
yeah.
presentations, all that type stuff. So that's an area to where you can further yourself and
Mm-hmm.
expand your understanding on topics and things. Or you can find another trade somewhere. Find a trade,
Is
right?
that worth
Find a
it?
trade. If you need to pay the bills and you still ain't getting hired and your MBA is framed up behind you, but it's not working for you,
Mm. Mm.
yeah, a trade is necessary. A trade,
Okay.
you got to get to work. I mean,
Yeah,
you
you're
don't
right.
you
You're
don't
right.
want to, but
Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, if you need some money coming in, you
Mm-hmm.
can sit on your high horse and say, "I graduated from Michigan's Ross School of Business. I
Right.
graduated from Duke School of this."
Uh-huh.
That's what's up. Okay, now what are you doing? Okay, 3 months later, 4 months
Mm.
later, 6 months later,
Mm.
you're gonna have to learn something else to where it's valuable to other people and they're willing to pay for it. Point
So is
blank,
it
period.
learning something else or is it doing something that you've done before but like okay, so my backup job is
Okay.
always retail. Like
Yeah.
I know that
Okay.
I could always fall back and go to retail because I
People
have
always buying something.
well
People,
that and I have
yeah,
retail experience at the wazoo. So it's like,
yeah.
is it something like that or are you saying like I like cameras, let me pick up a camera, learn this and make money off of this? Is that what you mean?
Yeah, so I think it's both and, right? Because if
Okay.
you have the backup experience, then I mean you can go back there for a little time. I mean, but you have to be like you also have to allow yourself to put yourself kind of on like a deadline or a crunch because you
Mhm.
don't want to go back and do something that you were doing before and then just get complacent and say, "Hey, I'm back in this life and I'm just gonna
Right.
stay here." Right?
Right.
You got to do that to get X amount of money to pay
Mhm.
X amount of bills while you're still searching for something else to come up.
Got you.
And yeah, you gotta be able to leverage that thing, man. Because don't nobody want to regress. Okay, we want to
Oh.
progress. We don't
Oh.
want to regress. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Well,
yeah.
let's stay progressing and
Yeah.
moving right along. My last story here, just a weather update, pretty much. So, North Texas power
Mm,
outage. Thousands are still without power. Okay. So, the winter
mhm.
storm in North Texas has left nearly 13,000 people without power, y'all. So, with ice, it's really the ice is the biggest threat right now to the electricity services. Encore has deployed 10,000
Ooh.
personnel to respond. First of all, I didn't even know they had 10,000 employees. I was
That's
like,
wild.
I don't
Yeah,
think
that's
there should be
wild.
an outage ever if y'all have over 10,000 people working there. But anyways, so
Man.
10,000 personnel to respond to outages and advises customers to stay, continue to monitor the weather, check on
Mm,
vulnerable residents, your neighbors, your elderly, your seasoned
mm,
saints,
man.
and avoid down power lines, of course. So, um,
But wait, how was Encore gonna send people out? They gonna send them out on snowmobiles?
I
Because
mean,
them roads is iced over. Them roads is iced over,
well,
Britt.
they should have been practicing days to come. They had practice. Okay, they
Oh.
should know. I mean, they do it all the time. I think it's
Mm.
clearly by region. They just be popping out. Phew, they come around the corner. They don't take that long. I mean,
Riding
depending on where you are,
snowmobile.
depending on where you are. But I'm just
That's
saying,
what I'm
like,
saying.
they're just in the regions. It's 10,000 of them.
I mean, I hear
When
I hear
I
you.
should go
I
outside and see
get that.
somebody from Encore right now. If it's 10,000, you should see somebody around the
Hey,
corner from your house.
I hope I don't see him around the corner from my house because I hope we just got power. Praise God.
Well, we are on a
Yeah.
me and Ozzy. I'm on a I believe I'm on the same grid as a hospital because I'm so close to it. So
Oh,
that's
you
a good
good.
thing. I know,
Yeah,
I
you
know.
good.
And
And
I was
y'all
like
probably got
that.
all the generators and all the backup, everything. Nah, y'all good.
And I was like that at my old apartment too because this was the last time it happened, like this bad for me.
Mm.
Um, I was right by the AT&T center down
Oh,
there.
yeah, you was
Not the
good.
AT&T. Yeah, the district. The
The,
district where the
yeah,
food
yeah.
court. Yeah. So,
Mhm.
yeah, I've always, been blessed to be on a good grid. So, yeah. But
Mm.
how's everything at home for you? Cold, just
I
cold?
mean, yeah, it's just cold. We staying inside. We have not opened any of these doors. Only door we open is door to the garage to, go get some food out of our freezer, our deep freeze.
Yeah.
But
Uh-huh.
other than that, yeah, we've been in the house and you can see it in my son. He just jumping around. I'm
Yeah.
like, bro, you gotta sit down. He's like, no, dad, just running around, want to play basketball, running up, hitting
Uh-huh.
me. I'm like, you hit me, I'm gonna hit you back. Okay.
Oh,
So yeah, we just that's the type
okay.
of time we've been on over here. That's what we've been on over here, man. Just
Got you.
yeah, just
So
trying to
I
stay
actually did
sane.
take a chance. I put my jacket on. I put
Oh
my
wow,
hat on. I had
wow.
my boots on, Jonathan. I should have recorded it. So this was funny. I'm glad I didn't record it because I
Do
took
it
the first
again. Do it
step.
again in recording.
I
Okay,
took
do
the
it again.
first step down my stairs and I
Right
almost
back.
fell. Almost
Oh,
fell. Almost fell. So
yeah.
I went down. I still went down the stairs. I FaceTime my
Mm-mm,
parents and they said, "What are you doing outside?" And I was like, "Just trying to see how icy it is." And then every now and then I'll
mm-mm.
start my car up just to make sure, she good to
That's
go.
wisdom. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
that's wisdom.
yeah.
I
But I
seen
ain't got to go outside to start my car. I just wanted to go outside. I just wanted to go
wait,
outside.
you can turn the auto start off from your car from your remote too?
What you mean, turn
I,
it off?
I know you said every once in a while turn it on.
Yeah.
So you start it. You can. I know you can. 'Cause I used to have auto start. I know you can turn it on. I don't know you can turn it off.
No, I
Or is
just
it
let the
cut off?
car turn it off by itself. It's like 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah, well, okay. I seen.
Ain't
I was.
nobody,
I was
ain't
on.
nobody out there. You mean the door's
I, I,
locked? So.
I was on my social. I see my boy Will Baggett. That boy had an Amazon box and he was
Ah.
sliding down the hill. Boy was sledding. I
Will
said,
Baggett
Will.
just lives life a different way.
Will Baggett lives life a different way. Okay, I'm gonna tag Will on this clip. Will
Please.
out here. He out here living like Britt. He also has this other page. It's called
Mhm.
Side Quest Dallas. He just be
Okay.
showing different side quests he be doing. He was like, "Hey y'all, any of y'all pay to go to the Chris Brown concert? I didn't because I was doing security." And then he's showing behind the scenes, and I'm like, "Will, what?" Like
He's
Will,
like
like,
Will
"Hey, y'all."
Smith
I
going
don't
around
know.
the world.
Will's like something. I don't know. Will just doing his own thing. Boy got a real estate business over here. Boy speaking all across the world.
Yeah.
Then he's a part time. What was it?
College football.
Like yeah, like
That
like
what are you talking about?
strength and conditioning, like assistant coach
Yeah. Yeah.
part time. Like, but he
Yeah.
volunteers. I'm like, what? And then you see him pop up at the college football playoff. He volunteering. I'm like, Will, bro, I don't know what you got going on,
And
but
then he pop up in a commercial. You don't know what
and
Will
then
gonna
and
do.
then he doing commercials. He doing commercials. My boy probably a hand model. He just do it all, Britt. I don't know what he doing. Will once told us on the show. He said, "I never
Never
wanted to
wanted to
be
be famous.
famous. I
I
just wanted
just
to
want to
be
be impactful.
impactful."
Oh my gosh, it's the
we'll,
best line ever, Will. We love it. We love it. We love it.
we coach you all the time, man, because
All
you
the
out here
time.
being you impacting the world from so many different angles. Keep
Really
living
do.
life, Will Beckett. Keep living life, sir.
Monday
Keep
goes out to
living
Will
life.
Baggett. You go,
That's it.
Will.
Monday moment for Will
Yeah.
Beckett, everybody. Will Beckett.
Oh my gosh.
I
Okay,
love
okay,
it.
moving right along. So speaking about being impactful, thank you for that,
Hmm.
Jonathan. We got
Yeah,
about
yeah.
15 minutes here. So, Jonathan and I were having a conversation offline, and
Hmm.
sometimes I struggle with getting the news because I don't know what the Black community wants to hear about.
Mm.
I'm like, do we just want to hear about sports? Do we just want to hear about the gossip column? Do we want to hear a little bit about politics? Do we care about the politics that's going on?
Yeah,
What does the Black community care about, Jonathan? What do we care about?
man. Uh, if you were to ask us on social media, I
Mhm.
think the most common answer we would see is legacy, right? We want legacy.
Really?
We want yeah, we want legacy in
No.
terms of making sure our family is like financially secure.
Okay.
But I mean, but like that's what we say. But in real life, I think we want to look good, and
Mhm.
I think we want to portray doing better than where we actually are. And I'm saying this because I've been guilty. Like there have been times I remember in high school, your
Okay.
boy would get my checks cashed, and I'd ask for ones just so it looked like I had a little knot, even though I really only had
Mm.
like $500. Yeah,
Mm.
but I really feel like that's probably one of our biggest crutches. Like we want to look like we're further than we are. So therefore, a lot of times we won't ask for help. Therefore, a lot of times, if we're in a situation to where somebody actually legitimately can further our career,
Mhm.
we're not gonna tell them because we're already further than them. Quote unquote. What you got, Britt? What you thinking?
I mean, yeah, I'll just pick up literally where you left off. It's all about for me. Sometimes it's all about somebody just wants to be. I gotta be top dog. I gotta be top dog.
Mm.
Like
Yeah.
if I can help you, and then if I know somebody that can help you, I'm gonna be that broker. Okay, I'm gonna get something out of this because I know you. And most of the time, it's just like for me, I don't operate that way. It's more of just like, hey, this person knows how to do this. You need this connection. Y'all just connect. Leave me out of
Yeah.
it. I don't need it. But sometimes I feel it's just about nobody wants to put in the work, the hours, to get the result. And it's just one of those like, I went to school, I got my MBA,
Mhm.
I've been looking for a job for 3 months. Like, y'all should just give it to me. Like, duh, like I already did the work. But it's like, did you? And
Mm.
and that's another thing when it comes to the black community is the certifications and the
Oh, Brit, oh no, the
what?
certification and the honorary doctorate degrees.
Ooh, okay, speak
Ooh,
on it. What you got?
well, no. Okay, so look, so let's rewind it back. So what I will say, the people
Mhm.
who did get the MBAs, like, because I know this was a separate conversation before that news
Right.
even came up.
Mhm. Mhm.
I feel the people who did get the MBAs, I feel that they have put in a level of work, not to be entitled, but I feel like they have earned something, right? Because you went to school
We all earned
for
something. I earned my bachelor's degree. I earned it. I went to school. I
Yeah,
earned it.
yeah, that's fine. But a master's degree is called a master's degree for a reason. So
That's great.
they have mastered a level of information and a level of know-how. So I know that's different than an undergrad degree because
But they
it just
can't
requires so much more.
master finding a job.
But I'm not saying that they also don't have to still look. That's the part I was gonna say. Like,
Mhm.
so getting the degree and going to school is one level. What up, Ozzy? I see your whiskers. Getting in school and or graduating from school is one level of work. But it's crazy that when we get out of school, it's like, okay, well, now you have to learn to work a different way. Like now you got to learn to do
Mm.
things a different way. Now you got to learn networking. Now you got to learn if you want to be an entrepreneur. Now you got to learn how to create a product that people are going to want to buy and how to create a demand.
Mm.
So this is a different skill set that we're not taught in school. But when it comes to the certifications, some of them it's just like, all right, like no, just stop, just stop. Like you don't need to put all the acronyms on the end of your LinkedIn account. Ain't nobody checking for all that.
Man.
Not all that. If you are a doctor, yes, put the PhD, put the MD, great. Like that's a different level of respect.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're a doctor
You can't
or
put
like
honorary
therapist,
doctor in your thing.
I mean, you can, but some people are gonna come and cook you. Some people, yeah, doctor. Oh, you have a doctorate degree? Because I saw somebody doing an interview the other day. They was like, oh, I didn't know you had a doctorate degree in entrepreneurship. They're like, honorary, honorary. Well, wwhy you need to?
Why you need to call yourself a
Just don't say
doctor?
you got it. Just don't call
Oh,
yourself a
okay.
doctor.
Yeah, that too.
I would just say just don't call yourself a doctor. If it's an honorary degree, just let it be that. Okay, just frame it up, put it in
Mm-hmm.
the house, and just
Mm-hmm.
let people see it when you do your podcast interviews. But other than that, I don't see that holding a lot of weight. Like I don't see
Hmm.
honorary TikTok. What do y'all think? And I'm asking TikTok because they be talking to us.
Right.
TikTok is an honorary degree. Is it valid? An honorary doctor degree is it valid? Britt, what you got though? Because
So with oh man, you made me lose my train of thought. So with the whole like, what does the black community care about when it comes? I'm speaking in terms of like, I guess news, because it's hard for me,
mm,
and I've told you this plenty of times, like
yeah,
what are y'all watching? Like, what are y'all looking for? Are y'all looking at the news? Do you watch the news? Do you read a couple articles? Do you listen to a news podcast?
mm,
Or do you get all your news off social media? Like,
yeah,
what do you care? And if you do get your news off social media, what do you care about? Is it all gossip? Is it all sports? Is it
mm,
all like entertainment? Like, what is it? Because I have a New York Times subscription. I try to read one of those articles a day. Those are pretty tough articles to get through. And
mm,
then you got your CNNs. You got your. I
mm,
have a what is this? This is the Washington Journal, and like I like stuff like this, so, and I know what I'm interested in when it comes to news,
yeah,
but I'm always curious to be like, what am I reporting today, Jonathan? I really don't know, because it's like, do I go fun? Do I go serious? Do y'all, do we care about the serious news because it's not necessarily affecting us, which is not the right way to think, but
mm, yeah,
so it's like, what is it? So I guess, okay, Jonathan, you're the first person I'm seeing today. So
hmm,
what do you care about when it comes to the news?
man. Okay, so that's a great question. Um, And I'm not gonna speak on the black community, but I will say I
Mm,
think you're not an anomaly, but I think you're in a select few or small group of people that dive in news like that in that way.
mm-hmm,
But for me, I mean, I care about what most impacts me. And sometimes it might not be looking at a lot of news. It might be looking at my timeline. And then it
mm-hmm,
might be me going on looking at the griot now and seeing certain stuff to where I'm like, oh, okay, we talking about Jasmine Crockett. Okay, great. And
mm-hmm.
seeing some other stuff. What you got? I feel like something just came to you.
Okay. I
Hmm.
like the griot. I've been rocking with them since I worked at the radio station.
Okay.
My whole thing sometimes is that I can go to someone like Associated Press or NPR,
Hmm.
and they got the story. I know that everyone, fishes for everybody's stories, and then they just cite the source, and then,
For sure.
according to NPR, blah, blah, blah. But the griot just seems to get it later. Like late. It's like someone's like,
Mm.
"Oh, now it's like y'all gotta be on it. Like it's already out.
Mhm.
It's already a day and a half old." And
Wow.
normally when I am looking for news, like I get it, everyone's algorithm is different. And but normally when I am looking for news online, if it now Instagram has that update, you can see like 2 days, 5 days ago, blah 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 blah.
Mm.
And it's
Mhm,
like,
mhm.
if it's like 3 days old, I'm probably not using it unless it's like for something like Fun Friday or something. But I try my
For
best to
sure.
get like the most current news. And sometimes the griot, they just don't do it for me.
Okay, here,
Okay, what
but
you
I
got?
didn't want to take the conversation this way. But
No,
then
it's fine.
this also is the part where we bring up that question.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, the griot might get it 3 days, 5 days, 2 days late. But when we talk about resources, comparing the griot to the New York Times, comparing the griot to the Washington Post, like based on resources, they either are shorthand could potentially be shorthanded in comparison to those other platforms, right? To where they got somebody doing 5 different jobs potentially, and
Yeah.
then when they do pull articles and then share it, and they get it out as fast as they can.
Mhm.
But I mean, still to your point, I don't know what we're checking for as the Black community. What I would say in terms of news, I'm looking not even necessarily news, but just what's happening in culture. I'm looking for at this point, I'm looking for stuff that I can either send to you to where we can use, to where we
Mhm.
can share with other people, and then get this out. But then at the same time, information is going to help us grow the platform, right? I'm looking for
Right.
I'm lo- and a lot of times that's not the stuff that's extremely sad and the stuff that's extremely
Mhm.
depressing
Mhm.
and drags us down, like like what we saw the other day with what took place with ICE up in Minneapolis. And
Mhm.
yeah, well, I mean, you actually have shared those stories, and we've gone back and forth with some of those. But for me, it's like being Black in America.
Mhm.
When we share the news, if we just share too much news, then it's overwhelming. If we share the news, even though we're informing people, then it's depressing. It's
Because
like,
you and I just
where's the
cut him, but
balance?
yeah, and I exactly what you said, because it's one of those things where it's like during COVID, I'm at the radio station, we're reporting the news, but it's just sad, it's sad, it's sad, it's sad, it's sad, it's sad.
Yeah,
That's the reality that we live in right now, y'all. It's
that's
just
true.
sad.
That's
It's
true
just
too.
sad. And
That's
so
true.
so when people like, I can't watch that, that's just sad. That's what it is. That's where we are. It's sad. And so it's like
It's
when
fair.
it comes to the news now, and we're on our second term with the Trump administration, and all this stuff is going on, and we got midterms in November, and like, is everyone preparing themselves for this? Do you know this information? And it's like, well, Brittany, you're the news outlet. But it's like, yeah, that's true. I would love to give you
Mm,
the news the way I really want to.
mm,
But are you going to listen? Are you going to take it in? Are you going to register to vote? Are you going to take a friend to go and register to vote? Are you going to make sure, are you really going to pay TSA? Are you going to go get your real ID so you don't have to pay $45?
yeah,
It's very pick and choose, because you
true.
don't know what people want to hear. You really don't. And when it
That's
comes
true.
to just I think news just in general, sometimes it's just like when it comes to just like local news, you never know what people want to hear. You never know how the story's going to go. It's either they want to hear about sports, they want to hear about entertainment, they want to hear a little bit about business. But I got my 4 quadrant up here, and I love watching the stock exchange. Do I
Mm.
know what's really going on? Nah. But I watch it because one day somebody might say something and it might click.
You'll be able to
So
speak to
I
it.
think
Yeah.
it's just I think it's just the fact that, put your eyes on it so you can see it. Just say like, I saw it. I saw it, I read it. And sometimes when people, bring up conversations and they're like, oh, this topic. And it's like, oh, I read about that. And
Mm,
you might not have much to say, but at least you're informed. And I think the important part is just be informed yourself, and so you can not shrink yourself when it comes to news, because I like asking people about current events. Did you see this article? Did you see that? Did you watch this interview? Blah 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 blah, because it's all about information. And
mm.
like our teachers always say, knowledge is power. From reading a book to reading an article to dissecting an interview, like, it's all knowledge, and it's all going to benefit you in one way or another. What you got?
Well, one of my teachers used to say, knowledge isn't power, but knowledge applied is power.
There you go.
And I was like, "Oh, okay,
Ah,
okay." But
okay. I
here's
wasn't
the
that
thing.
clever.
Here's the
Mhm.
thing. Yeah, here's the thing. But I feel that it's and I'm included in this, but I feel that it's it's to the point
Mhm.
that we're choosing comfort and we're choosing entertainment over education, right? We're choosing. I'm gonna watch these interviews.
Mhm.
I'm gonna watch this comedy special. I'm gonna
Mhm.
laugh, and then after that, then like I can just kind of make the news go away.
Right.
But now we can't do that in 2026. Like we can't like now I'm looking at more news now than I ever had before in my life, because
Mhm.
I'm starting to understand and realize that like if I don't watch certain stuff and I'm not educated on certain stuff, like that's gonna affect my sons. right?
Mhm.
If
Mhm.
somebody in my house don't go to one of the local town hall meetings, then then they could draw this line here in Lancaster, and the next thing you know,
Right.
we won't be able to have access to this or that. So
Right.
I mean, yeah, I'm challenging myself. It's tough though. It's
Mhm.
tough.
It is. It
It's
is.
tough to take in news, and this is the last thing I was gonna say.
Mhm.
It's tough to take in news because some of us it'll have us feeling like beat down, and then
Mhm.
we and some of us don't feel like we have a way out. Like we won't feel how to get pulled back up out of it. So I
Mhm.
think that's this is dangerous making a general statement. Let me know if I'm wrong, y'all. But it's that they tap into the news
Mhm.
or they don't tap into the news because when they go down, they won't have a way to come back out. And don't nobody want to carry that around all day, all week, all month, all year. I'm just
Okay.
saying. I'm
Like I
just
said,
saying.
it's different for me when it comes to the news because I've been behind the scenes and I know how it works. And so, like I've said many times on the show, I know how to filter through all of that. And I know most people don't. They just don't.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
I'm not putting nothing on you or anything like that, but I do ask for you to challenge yourself to be informed in 2026 when it comes to the news because everything's important right now.
Mm.
Everything's important. I know. Well, I don't want to pay $1 a week for the New York Time for the New York Times. That's fine if you don't want to pay $1. Maybe find you you have a podcast app on your phone. You can go to the daily. You can listen to it every day. You can listen to it every other day. But that's where I started when it came to kind of like a mini shift of like me wanting to elevate myself when it came to the news is I was
Mm.
like, let me listen to it because these articles are really hard to read. Because when you're reading the article, you're like, what does that word mean? What does that word mean? What does that word
Mhm.
mean? Kind of like
Mhm.
a whole castanat, but you're 32 years old and you're like, these are different words. These are the more real educated words. I never heard of these before. So, still
Mm.
educating yourself, but needing to stay informed at the same time. So, all right, Jonathan. Good show, huh?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'd say good show. I actually wanna Brett, I wanna share this though real
Oh,
quick.
what you got?
So there was a just piggybacking on what you just shared.
Mm-hmm.
Uh so Dr. Dennis Kimbrough put out a study many years ago, and I actually had the opportunity to ask him on a call. I said, "Have you done an updated study?" He said, "Nah, I haven't, Jonathan, but I need to."
Uh-huh.
But he said, and God, I hope I quote this right. But he
Paraphrase.
said
Mm-hmm.
the education to entertainment ratio in some communities is 5 to 1, other ones is 16 to 1. I believe in the Black community, I believe it was 200 to 1. We will spend money on entertainment
Mm-hmm.
versus education. And
Absolutely.
that itself goes to show why we are where we are. We need to be educated around more things than just sports, more
Mm-hmm.
things than just entertainment. We need to get the news.
Mm-hmm.
We need to get the news. But also we need to then do what's required in terms of application to make sure that we can share that with other people around us, and then put some things in place to where we can all be helped, we can all grow, and we can mobilize something forward. But yeah, I just wanted to share that
I
because
feel
I
you on
mean,
that.
yeah, we gotta be like producer Britt. We gotta look at news. We gotta look at news and read it till our eyes go,
No,
ah.
man, it's just one of those, and I might spend like a couple, maybe 30 minutes on an article, just dissecting it, walk away, come back, I'll read a little bit later, da 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 da. Don't sit there and drain yourself, but the go at your own pace. Go at your own pace. And now, if you didn't want to read the whole entire article, they got the summarize thing. If you want to do the summary at the top, you can go to the
Mm,
reader thing, they'll summarize the
they
article,
sure do.
and you can get the little gist from there. But happy Monday. Stay informed, stay educated, stay warm,
Mm.
and continue to be great. All right, Jonathan, close us out.
Man, yeah, we're gonna get ready to get. Oh, Britt, I fact checked. I was wrong. I fact checked. It was 50 to 1, not 200 to 1. 50 to 1. I knew 200 sounded wild,
Oh
but
yeah,
it was
200 is
yeah, it was 50.
crazy.
It was 50 to 1, but that was also like many
I'm
years ago.
sorry, we got one more thing. I need
What?
to hear those sports from you.
Girl, 7:04. Okay. I gotta go to work. All right. So look, we're gonna hit on sports real quick. Just talking about what happened over the course of the weekend a little bit. So look, y'all, AF Conference Championship, what happened? The Patriots took down the Broncos 10-7. Patriots,
Mm.
this is their 12th time heading to the Super Bowl. It's pretty, hey.
Wow. First time
Yeah.
without Tom Brady, right?
No, not
No.
first.
Well,
First
not
time without time.
first,
Wait a
but
minute. Wait a minute. The
not
slander.
first.
No,
Go
wait.
ahead. Go
But
ahead.
either way, this is
Look at
Drake
my
Drake
brain. I know what
May.
you're talking about.
Drake. I didn't say that. But look, this is Drake May, and this is a rookie campaign. Boy, headed to the Super Bowl,
Oh, nice.
which goes to show you that a solid system will
Mm-hmm.
get you there. Okay, solid system will
Mm.
get you there. And I mean, Broncos had they had a quarterback, Jared Stidham.
Okay.
Stidham, Britt, he hadn't thrown a pass, okay, all season before the
Oh,
game.
the starting quarterback got hurt. He got hurt.
Yeah. Bo Nix is
Oh.
out of there.
Okay.
Yeah, he out of there. So yeah, so happy for the Patriots to go and
Glad he
boogie and
got
do
to
their
pass the
thing.
ball.
Man, okay. And then the Seahawks for the NFC Championship, the Seahawks 31 to the Rams 27. Okay. Veteran QB
Mm.
Sam Darnold, okay, was sensational. 3 TD passes for over 340 yards. Okay. Boys is rolling.
Wow. I know my
So,
cousin said.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So we
Okay.
got the New England Patriots and the Seattle Seahawks that are Super Bowl is going to take place at the Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California, February 8th
Oh, okay.
on that
I didn't even
Sunday.
know when it
Yeah.
was. Okay. Wow.
Yeah. It's Sunday.
I know
And
those.
then just a couple scores want to hit. Golden State Warriors 111 to the Timberwolves 85. Man, oh man. Okay. Okay. So Steph Curry led the way, 26 points, 7 assists, and 4 steals. Some boys are rolling.
Oh, okay.
Boys are rolling. And the Warriors forced 26 turnovers. That will help you win
Whoa.
any game. That's a lot
Were
of turnovers.
they
Y'all getting
on?
loose with the ball out there.
Dang, did they get
Y'all
to pass the
getting
ball in?
loose. Y'all
Jeez.
getting loose with the ball. Anthony
Yeah.
Edwards, your boy. Anthony Edwards, he had 32 and 11. So
I see you
okay.
Wednesday, Ant-Man. I see you
Oh,
Wednesday.
wait, that's this Wednesday?
Yeah, me and Shay going to the
Oh
game.
man. Okay. I
I'm
hope the
going in the
Holy Ghost melts
snow.
that
I
ice.
don't care. That's what that's what they did at the Laker game. They said do
Yeah, they
not
was tripping.
drive. Still went. Okay.
They was tripping on that. I guess you're gonna hop a ride on one of them Encore snowmobiles. Cause
Hey. I don't
hey.
live too far. If I left early, I could walk. Okay, it's cold outside.
That girl wildin'. Okay, so New Orleans Pelicans last night. Zion Williamson. Hey.
Oh.
104 to 95. San Antonio Spurs. Zion Williamson and Sadiq Bey each put up 24 and 10. Okay. Zion saying, hey, I still can hoop. Y'all don't hoop in my shoes, but I still can. What up? And Victor Wimbiana. Okay. 16, 16, and 4.
Oh.
Hey, that's a solid stat line. That's a solid stat line.
He stays solid.
He does. And lastly, because some of the other games got snowed out and different things like that.
Oh,
The
yeah.
Raptors, the Toronto Raptors, they put up 103 to top out Oklahoma City at 101. All right.
Good.
So hey, there we go. And speaking of Toronto Raptors, Britt, I think I told you, but Vince Carter and Tracy McGrady, they starting a podcast. What you think about that?
Okay, well, man,
Nah,
that's
go ahead.
a little rage bait. You know how I feel about this.
No,
So,
I didn't ask how you feel about this specifically.
Oh, I mean, I think it's cool. They're cousins. That's what me and Shay should have.
cousins.
That's what me and Shay should have named our show, the cousins. But anyways, I don't know. That's great for them. That's cool. Bucket list. Check it off the bucket list. I don't think it's fair that celebrities are oversaturating podcasts, but whatever.
Oh, and by the way, they actually when I put a post out, I put that post out and tagged them. They comment on it.
Oh, nice.
Show your love. Show your love.
It's just they saturate everything. They get everything. Like they don't give the little people a chance, and then they tell us work harder, work harder, work harder. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. Well, I can't because you keep doing all the jobs.
Oh my God!
I actually
work
can't.
harder. You're not working hard enough. Well, I'm sorry. We've just been making the average wage, and you've been making.
Shaq, you haven't even used your NBA money, and you got all these businesses still.
Crazy. That's
And you telling me to
crazy.
work harder. That's crazy.
Oh, I've never heard Shaq say work harder. I've never
He
heard
say if
that.
you can do it. If you say you can do it,
I
then that's
mean,
just telling me to work harder so I can get it. That's
oh
all you
God.
telling me.
We about to get out of here. But
Yeah, we got it. What you
what I
got?
will say is but the standard is different, right? And not necessarily just about podcasting, but based
Uh-huh.
on the interview you sent me from Ian Schwartzman,
Mhm.
Joe Budden's business partner.
Yep, yep, yep.
He said he gets frustrated with people like Earn Your Leisure and Ian and Rashad because they say, if you get 10,000 people to pay you this or whatever. Ian was like, well, no, no,
Mm,
no, 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 no. For the average person, let's focus. What if you can get 100 people? What if
right.
you can get 50 people to pay you $20? Then, now you can cover a bill. Now you can have extra money to put here or put there. That's how my understanding
Mhm.
has been shifted around
Mhm.
podcasting and entrepreneurship as of late. Because, yeah, I may not achieve the level of success
Mhm.
in entrepreneurship that Shaq has or Vince Carter or some of these other people. But if I am able to generate enough traction and enough revenue to be able to, pay a bill here and
Mhm.
pay some stuff there, I'm going to be pleased with it. Am I going to want to do more with it? Yes, of course. But at the same time, I'm shifting from looking here
Uh-oh.
to looking here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we,
Right
we ain't
at
we ain't
you.
here. I ain't trying to break my neck.
Okay.
Okay. I'm just trying to get a check. You
Got
understand me? So
oh, that's a good one. They gonna like that.
but yeah, y'all. So as you're out there, man, final thought, final word, getting out of here. But like, stop looking and comparing yourself to somebody who has 15 years, 20 years, 5 years, NBA, NFL, entrepreneurship experience, and just really start measuring and looking at what you've done, right? Or
Mhm.
where you can go. And not, oh, I need to get 100,000 people. No, you don't. You just need to get 10, 5, and then maybe it's 50, right? And then you can move the goalpost from that point, but stop holding yourself to a standard that somebody else created. All right, we're gonna get ready to get out of here, y'all. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you subscribe here. Speak Your Success Media on YouTube, and if you want to get the audio experience, make sure you go to wherever you listen to your podcast and type in "Speak Your Success in the Morning," and you'll find producer Britt and myself there. If you want to follow producer Britt, always follow her at producer Britt with 2 T's, and also make sure to follow Speak Your Success in the Morning. Okay, family, we're gonna go ready and get ready to get out of here. But remember, y'all, stay warm. Okay, stay warm. But also remember, speak your success, believe in your greatness, and continue to create the life and business of your dreams. Why would you and why should you live any other